Hello, Oggies worldwide, and Merry Christmas. I'm Dave Casler, amateur radio call sign KE0OG, here with another episode of Ask Dave. Today is Christmas Day, the 25th of December, 2021, and I wish everyone a Merry Christmas. And I also wish everybody happy holidays. Not everybody celebrates Christmas, but most people celebrate it either commercially or religiously. These days, it's a heavily commercial hobby. The name Christmas comes from the Christ Mass, as said in the Catholic Church, which is around this time. It's interesting to note that there was, or still is, I guess, a pagan holiday on December 21st, which is generally the day that's the start of the official winter. Right now, officially, it's still fall, and the 21st it'll be winter. And there are some ceremonies that people do to note that day. One of the important things about that day is that's the day when the days start getting longer, and I'm looking forward to that. I was just kind of curious, since we wish each other happy holidays, how many holidays there are in the month of December. Now we can start with the 1st of December. It's World AIDS Day. It's also National Christmas Light Day. The 2nd is the International Day for the Abolition of Slavery, and also National Mutt Day. Mutt being the breed of a dog that has no breed. The December 3rd is National Bartender Day. They need their own day. International Day of Persons with Disabilities. The 4th has got a lot of things going on. It's Candle Day, Wildlife Conservation Day, International Day of Banks. Who wants to celebrate a bank holiday? It is on Saturday, and most banks take Saturday and Sunday off. When I was a kid, banks were only open from about 10 in the morning to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And people joked with bankers about keeping bankers' hours. However, those bankers didn't. They needed the beginning of the day to get set up because everything was done by hand. And then at the end of the day, from 3 to about 5, is when they reconciled all the accounts. Nowadays, of course, banks are usually open much longer hours and often on Saturdays. Now, in addition, while you're celebrating your bank, you can celebrate World Pear Day, as in the fruit pear. It's also, and this is maybe more important, National Cookie Day. Okay, now on the 5th we have a few here. The Day of the Ninja is the 5th. I don't know where that came from. It's also International Volunteer Day, National Repeal Day. There would be only one event in all of American history that could come up with a title like that, and that would be the repeal of the amendment to the Constitution that prohibited alcohol. And when that was repealed back in Roosevelt's early administration, the nation celebrated. Well, maybe the temperance societies didn't. Sunday the 5th is also World Soil Day. The 6th has a number of holidays. It's St. Nicholas Day. It's also the last day of Hanukkah. A lot of people have the misapprehension that Hanukkah, being right around Christmas, is the Jewish Christmas. Of course, the Jews do not have a holiday having any association with Christmas at all. Hanukkah is the Feast of Lights, and it celebrates a miracle that occurred when the lights on the menorah stayed lit for, I think, 7 days as a miracle while these people were trying to defend themselves from some sort of an attack. Hanukkah actually started here in late November this year. Now, being the Feast of Lights, that's fine, but the most important Jewish holiday, of course, is Passover, which occurs at an entirely a different time of year. That's not to say you can't wish your Jewish friends Happy Hanukkah, but the day is past for that. Now, on the 6th, we have National Gazpacho Day. All right. It's also National Miners Day. Not miner as in under 18, but one who digs stuff out of the ground. The 7th, of course, is Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. And it is also the start of World War II for the Americans. The World War II actually began in Mukden in China in about 1933. And the first real moves by Hitler came in 1939 when he marched into Poland. But the Americans did not join the war until very late in 1941, or really 1940, almost 42 by the time people got together. Now, a lot of people remember the 7th as Pearl Harbor Day, but Pearl Harbor Day in 1941 was on a Sunday, and Congress didn't meet on Sundays. So it was on December 8th, actually, that President Roosevelt went to Congress and asked for a declaration of war and got it. And that put us into the bloodiest war in human history. About 100 million people lost their lives. Now, the 7th is also International Civil Aviation Day. And, are you ready for this? National Letter Writing Day. So, are you writing? If you're a millennial, I kind of doubt it, or a Generation Z. Did you learn cursive? You did learn cursive. Okay. A lot of people can't read cursive anymore. I think that's very sad because it's a break between the generations, because your grandmother's old letters were all written in cursive. If you can't read cursive, you can't learn about your grandmother. It's a very sad thing that that's not taught anymore. Of course, with my tremor, I can't write anymore anyway, which is why I use the typewriter there. Okay, on the 8th, Wednesday, Feast of the Immaculate Conception and National Brownie Day. On the 9th, quite a few things. National Llama Day. If you like llamas, I guess you can go out and see your llamas. Don't get too close because they spit. International Anti-Corruption Day, and the International Day of Commemoration and Dignity of the Victims of the Crime of Genocide. And yes, that is going on in the world today. The 9th is also Christmas Card Day. The 10th is Human Rights Day, the Dewey Decimal System Day, the Nobel Prize Day, the International Animal Rights Day, and Jane Addams Day. The 11th is International Mountain Day. Of course, we celebrate that here every day of the year in Colorado. The 11th is the UNICEF birthday. The 12th, it's got a lot, Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe. It's also Gingerbread House Day, National Poinsettia Day, International Day of Neutrality, whatever that means, International Universal Health Coverage Day, certainly not an American holiday. The 13th is National Day of the Horse. It's also Green Monday, which is interesting because the 13th isn't always a Monday. It's the National Guard birthday, the National Salesperson Day. Go down to a car dealership and give each salesman a card, or maybe a cupcake. And it's also National Violin Day, and National Cocoa Day. 14th is Monkey Day, National Free Shipping Day. I don't know if anybody actually did free shipping yesterday. Maybe somebody did. Shipping is getting expensive. It's also in that I can't pronounce this, Asara B'Tevet, the 10th of Tevet day. The 15th is National Cupcake Day, Bill of Rights Day, National Wear Your Pearls Day. The 16th is National Chocolate Covered Anything Day. I'll take that. The 17th is Wright Brothers Day, Pan American Aviation Day, National Ugly Sweater Day, National Maple Syrup Day, and National Underdog Day. The 18th is Arabic Language Day, National Wreaths Across America Day, Answer the Telephone Like Buddy the Elf Day, okay, National Twin Day, and International Migrant Day. The 19th is National Emo Day. I'm not sure I like the emo movement. The 20th is International Human Solidarity Day. When you see the word solidarity, you start to think of socialism or Communist Party. 21st is the winter solstice. I'm not sure that it is actually the 21st. We'll have to look on my chart over here. It's also National Crossword Puzzle Day, National Short Girl Appreciation Day, National Homeless Persons Remembrance Day, Look on the Bright Side Day, National Short Person, that's the 22nd is National Short Person Day, National Cookie Exchange Day. The 23rd is Festivus, National Roots Day, and the 24th is Christmas Eve and the Feast of the Seven Fishes, and the 25th is Christmas Day. Now, a lot of scholars look at internal textual evidence in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and so on for when Christ was actually born. The shepherds were abiding in their fields. It was spring. The grass was green on the hillside. So that's when they would do that. So a lot of people feel that Christ was born in the springtime sometime, rather than on December 25th, which is the day of the Christ Mass. Okay. And if you're a Mormon like me, you'd give his birthday as April 6th. Okay, that's Christmas Day, and I wish you a very Merry Christmas. And 26 is Kwanzaa. I should really say the first day of Kwanzaa. This was put together by some African Americans, I think in '66, and they've got a week of celebrations of things that are sort of natural Black American heritage types of things. The U.S. this year had its usual holiday season stamps. At a Christmas stamp, which was a Madonna, a very Catholic version of it. It had the Kwanzaa stamp. It had the the thing with the 8 candles, but it was for Hanukkah, and the menorah on the candle. And then they had a secular one that consisted of beavers with snow on their head. And so anyway, the 26th is the beginning of Kwanzaa. 26 also in Great Britain is Boxing Day. 27th, International Day of Epidemic Preparedness, which must be a very, very new holiday because we were certainly not prepared when COVID came through. 28th is National Card Playing Day, National Short Film Day, Pledge of Allegiance Day, National Call a Friend Day. That one was obviously put together by the phone company. And National Download Day. Why? Okay, the 29th was Wounded Knee, which was a terrible battle in which the U.S. federal government, in its continuing abrogation of treaties with Native Americans. There was the Battle of Wounded Knee, and it was a slaughter of the Native American population. The Native Americans were here, of course, before Columbus or anybody else discovered America. And the people who came with a very European mindset, which was they were going to Christianize the natives, meaning Catholic, and they were going to take the land for themselves. So all the land in the United States at one point was part of an Indian tribe where a group of Indians would gather. And yes, the tribes would fight with each other, I know. And so now the Indians have all been herded into the worst land imaginable. There are a few tribes that do very well. Most tribes do not. A very sad day in American history. The 29th is also Still Need to Do Day, because you're getting toward the end of the year. The 30th, a favorite of mine, National Bacon Day. The 31st is also New Year's Eve. And finally, it's the No Interruptions Day. So there you have it, the holiday season. And I wish you all a happy holiday season and a very Merry Christmas. And until we next meet, 73.